Okay, shout out to the Hood Analysts. I guess that's what the page is called. Um, they're going to talk about something, particular. A man is gonna talk about his preference, and he's gonna be called Sassy by one of the straggles on there. Um, and we're just gonna see his reaction, his response to the shaming language. But we're gonna give this video a go. It's typical Hood Ninja stuff, but we're gonna give this one a go.
You can't judge somebody by what they do to make money.
I just told you I did.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm telling you, you mad close-minded, and I'm mad sassy too,
Okay.
I mean, that's you blocking your blessings. You never know.
I'm blocking my blessings because I don't want to wife a girl that works in a club.
No. Just by being so close-minded. That's all.
How?
Because I said so.
But there's nothing wrong with that, though, bro.
There's nothing wrong with it. And you making it.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it comes with shit. That's what you're calling me close-minded, but you're being very close-minded right now because you're not thinking about the stuff that it comes with.
What it comes with? What you think it come with?
It come with hella annoying ass shit that I don't want to deal with. I know I'm a different type of nigga. I could probably handle it, but do I want to? No.
Okay. That's your standard. You can't judge some.
So I'm going to assume they're talking about maybe dating a bartender or dating a girl that works, basically a girl that works in a club environment, these kind of environments. I have a similar story when I was on my cousin's podcast and I said something similar. And like I said, these 304s, they've lost they're gone. They're gone. People want to try to talk logic and facts and bring up, statistics and pie charts and all. Nigga, you wasting your time. You wasting your time. These hoes they're beyond far gone. If they don't get it, they don't get it. Now, eventually they're going to get it, but it's going to be only post the wall that they get it. Anyways, let's replay the video and I'm going to dissect some things.
Somebody by what they do to make money.
I just told you I did.
Yeah. Okay.
So the first thing she said, oh, you can't judge somebody on how they make on what they do to make money. First of all, women do that shit all the time. That would be the first thing I would say. Like, women do that shit all the time. If you're a man, you're starting a business. Oh, look at your little business and your little YouTube channel or your little job or your your little son. They'll do all these passive aggressive attacks on what you do for work. If you're doing something like, say, if you're working a sketchy profession, a profession that might be a little bit sketchy in terms of the pay, then she'll have something to say about that. Like, come on. And by the way, people judge people by what they do for money all the time. That's literally all people. So for her to just say, oh, you can't do that. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. You do it too. And these same 304s that be talking about, oh, men be slut shaming. Dude, let a woman piss off that same woman. Women like that will be the first to call another woman a slut. So that's just projection. When women talk about slut shaming, that's projection, because when those same women, they get mad, they'll be the first to call a woman a slut. Or say if that same woman has a man and she finds out that she's cheating on him with she's cheating on her with a stripper, she's gonna be like, you gonna give that slut a chance over me? What? Look at how women diss the woman overseas. The first thing when men say, well, we want to get a woman overseas, and the first thing they be calling them is sluts. Oh, those prostitutes overseas. Oh, those uneducated. I'm like, well, all that sisterhood shit goes out the window. Anyway, let's let this continue.
And I'm telling you, you mad close-minded, and I'm mad sassy too.
So another thing, when women call men sassy, it's another way to quote unquote call a man gay. Now, to be fair to this man here in his video, he didn't even respond to it because he expected that from a girl like that, a straggle like that, a hyena like that. And by the way, hyenas are not just designated for a particular, like straggle knows no race. Just to let you guys know, because I be trying to call out particularly black men on this. If you're gonna be talking about black women be doing this and black women be doing that, but then you'll hear on this panel, it looks, I think that's a Latina or one of those racially ambiguous bitches that you don't know what race she is. Straggle knows no race. If you're calling out black women for being straggles or for black women for acting a certain way, but then Latinas are doing the same thing, but just saying it in Spanish or saying it with a different pitch or tone, and you're not calling them out for being straggles or being toxic, toxica. People think that shit is funny, whatever. If you're not calling them out for being toxic, then you lose me. That's just me, though. That's just me. And another thing, when women are just calling men sassy. It's just another way to call them gay because men have been calling out women for calling them gay, but at the same time having all these gay friends. Like these be like a woman like this, she be sitting there calling men sassy. Then she has all of them fruit booty friends, these rainbow friends, these transformer friends, these what we call them, these butt pirates as friends, and then at the same time swear that they're the biggest allies, and then in the second that a straight man is just putting you in your place, then they're the first thing they're calling you is sassy, or they're calling you gay. It's just another way to call you gay. And by the way, the gay community, I don't want to hear nothing from you. I have no respect for y'all because you guys don't ever want to call out women for using you as a butt of a joke to diss straight men. Literally a butt of a joke. Literally in your case. Anyway, I don't want to hear no complaints from you guys.
Okay.
Oh, so there was a simp in the background, just like, ooh, you always got to deal with that. The single mom, the single mammy raised, the single mammy raised BMs. You got to deal with those. She called you sassy. What you finna do? I had to deal with that shit growing up. Definitely had to deal with that shit. Like a BW will say something, or a black girl will say something. You have another black dude in the back. Oh, what you got? Instigating the whole shit. Not helping a brother out. Anyways.
I mean, that's
that's a Latina straggle right there. Tattoos all over the place. Body count over 9,000 through the roof. Bitch got more bodies than followers on IG. Anyway,
you blocking your blessings.
But shout out to him for not even responding to that. Because anytime a woman calls, like I've never had that happen to me in terms of directly a woman calling me sassy or whatever. Or because I do remember a woman was trying to hint or imply that, and then I called her out on her bullshit and she couldn't say nothing else back. But anytime a woman does that, you need to call her out on her shit and be like, wait, don't you have a gay friend? But or just be like, or just like I said, just use the F word around her. And then she's gonna be like, you can't say that. I'm like, oh, well, like Pyro says, you call it feces, I call it shit. We're both saying the same thing. You're calling man sassy, I'm saying the F word. We're both saying the same thing. So let's not play what we call it, semantics with words, right? Because I could pull it. I can pull it and make you look stupid. I've done that, and that's regardless of gender, mind you. So, like I say, don't pull that shit with me.
Never know.
I'm blocking my blessings because I don't want to wife a girl that works in a club.
No.
That's the part I wanted us to pause at right there. So, when I was on the podcast with my cousin, he had these two straggles with him. Now, unfortunately, he's dating one of them right now. I think he's dating one of the broads. By the way, she's a single mom as well. Anyway, we had a show. Topic came up in the middle of the show where they were just like, would you allow your girl to go to a male strip club? And the subject came to me and I was like, hell no. I said, that's single girl activities. She can't be my girl. And she doing stuff like that. And she going to the male strip club with dinglings all up in her face and all, what? And I got to sit here and come home to that. I'm like, ain't no way in hell I would let that happen. Now, I thought I was just making sense. I thought I was just making logical sense. These bitches were I'm talking about I thought I was just making a joke about it almost. I was like making lighthearted the joke. These girls were mad at me, dog. They was like yelling at me, and I was like, wait a minute, are they serious? So much so that my cousin's manager at the time, he had to stop the show and be like, yo, relax. He had to tell the girls to relax. I'm like, oh, they were really that serious about this. I didn't even take it seriously because it was just like chickens, it was like, all that shit. That's all. It was just that, just chickens talking. I was like, oh, they dead serious. I was like, wow, wow. I guess that's what they expect. But now, I ended up finding out the background. Like it was like, but those two chicks, they were insane. So one of the chicks, unfortunately, I think my cousin is actually dating that one right now. Single mom, Latina. Enough said. Enough said. Enough said. We already know with a crazy mother. Enough said. So we already know that bitch crazy. And then the other black girl, and then the black girl that was there, she she doesn't like people call black. She says, "No, I'm not black. I'm Dominican," or whatever. And I was like, okay. And I didn't even call her out. Like, I actually let her have it. I was like, okay. And then as soon as and then I found out that she's actually in an open marriage. I ended up finding out this bitch is in an open marriage or open relationship, or I think it's an open marriage, and she has a kid. And I was like, wait a minute, is that kid his? And then my cousin said, shut up. I didn't say that to her. I said that to my cousin. I'm like, wait, so she's in an open marriage? Wait, and she just gave birth to that kid. I'm like, is that kid his? And he's like, man, shut up. And then I asked her, wait, is she really Dominican? He's like, no, that bitch ain't Dominican. I'm like, oh my God. But like I said, men will let women live in delusion. We will let women live in la la land. You know, like I said, those two women were insane. But like I said, that's especially when you're dealing with club bitches, these bitches that like to go out, they're too far gone. I don't know why you have to explain to a normal average person in this case, in this video, why I gotta explain to you why I don't want to wife a bitch that works at the club. It should be pretty self-explanatory. But then, oh, you're slut shaming, or you're doing this. What the? I ain't not wifing no, what's it, bartender, bar service girl, bottle girl, stripper. Female security. What? Are you kidding me? Absolutely not.
Nah, just by being so close-minded. That's a
how.
Because I said so.
But
because I said so. And then here's the male simp here. I'm very disappointed in you, my Hispanic brother. I am very disappointed in you taking her side. I'm very disappointed.
Wrong with that, though, bro. There's nothing wrong with it. And you making it seem
there's nothing wrong with it, but it comes with shit. That's what you're calling me close-minded, but you're being very close-minded right now because you're not thinking of
facts. Thank you for calling her out for projecting on you
about the stuff that it comes with.
What it comes with? What you think it come with?
For her to even ask that question is literally like, how do you know that 2 + 2 = 4? Do I gotta explain that shit to you? Do I gotta explain why I wouldn't want a stripper as a wife? Why I wouldn't want a escort as a wife? Do I gotta explain to you why I don't want a woman that work at a club as a wife? Are you guys getting it, bro? that should even have to be that deserves no explanation, because even whatever explanation you give, they're just gonna try to explain the shit in anyway. There's certain things that does not need to be explained. So shout out to him. This guy, I can tell, is actually very I guess you could say emotionally intelligent, even though that's a bit of an oxymoron. Emotion/intelligence, emotional, and then intelligence. Those are two oxymorons. That's an oxymoron, right? So shout out to him for literally like, bro, the shit that comes with it, I don't even need to tell you. We already know what come with it.
It come with hella annoying ass shit that I don't want to deal with. I know I'm a different type of nigga. I could probably handle it, but do I want to? No.
Okay. That's your standards.
But like I said, ditzy broads like that deserve no explanation, because a lot of the times they're gaslighting. They already know. Because let her catch her man that she really likes, right? Or that she has an attachment to. Let her catch that dude being with a club bitch, or sorry, a bitch that work at the club, or she finds out the other bitch that he's fucking with work at the club. The first thing she's going to do is shame what she do for her job. That's the first thing that she's going to do. Trust me. Because anytime when these bitches get mad, that's when the slut shaming comes out. I'm talking about really bad slut shaming. I'm talking about when they'll start talking about the dudes, the bitch kids, and how she can't cook, and you know how this bitch mom died. They're gonna go scorched earth if the bitch that works at the club gets in her way in any way. Trust me, that's how it works, man. But anyway, shout out to the brother over there. I don't know what his @ is. So let's look at the other broads. So that's one of the broads in there, and then
you can't judge somebody by what.
And then the other broad. What's the other broad that was laughing, that was just enjoying the show? I don't know who that one was. Oh, so this is the broad that was talking about ain't nothing wrong with women that work at the club. Now, mind you, remember, I've done live streams on this and whatnot. I've done shows on this. This is an escort, guys. Just to let you know, this is a bitch this is clearly a woman that's been flown out. You think this is her loft? You think this is her house? You think this is her home? You think this is her loft? when you see these bitches with these pictures at these pools, they're always at a hotel pool at at a jacuzzi. This is a right here. This is a hotel pool. Who do you think flew her out? She ain't flew. She didn't. Somebody fucked up in the comment section. Somebody said Zelle or Apple Pay. There it is. There it is. That's hilarious. Now that's fucked up, but that's some funny ass shit right there. This is a rental. This is clearly a rental. This is a broad that belongs to the streets. Now the other girl in the middle,
you can't judge somebody by
the other girl in the middle. I'm assuming is this girl, but if you have a picture like this, I'm assuming that she belongs to the streets as well, but she just knows how to hide it better.
You can't judge somebody.
Now the guy's at. Let me see if this is his at. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is his at. Oh, I think I've seen this guy before. I don't know why. Yeah, I think I've seen this guy before. Yeah, I probably saved one of his videos before. I've seen this guy somewhere before. Does he? Well, it looks like he does music, so I'm maybe I'm missing something because I'm like this guy. See, now I'm looking at these pictures. He looks way familiar, so he probably does music or something. I'm probably missed out. But shout out to this guy right here. Not falling for the baits. The
you
shaming
can't judge
language,
somebody by what they do to me.
all of that. But for her, the first thing to say, you can't judge people on what they do for money. What she means to say is, don't judge me for selling my punani. And it's not even about just working at a club. She just don't want to be judged for selling her punani, which that's what she does. Like anyway, I'm not gonna put myself out there, but do you know how many bitches I know that like exactly like this? Exactly like this. I know so many bitches like that. Anyways, we're just gonna end the segment like